Coming up today, we're going to start planting onions from seed so they can get ready to go in the ground when the time is appropriate. The Wisconsin Vegetable Gardener is sponsored in part by, for all your non-GMO, heirloom, organic, vegetable, flowers, and herb seeds, visit dollarseed.com. Sioux Growing Supply, located in Wausau, Wisconsin, focusing on certified leaf compost, an excellent amendment for poor soil, retains moisture and adds nutrients, which equals less watering. Available in Sioux organic seed starting kits, pre-filled trays and pots, bag and bulk. Visit SiouxCompost.com. Organic fertilizer for the health-conscious organic home gardener. Family owned and operated. Visit wgardens.com. Don't poison your soil with municipal water. Attach a body, mind, and soil hose and filter. Free shipping exclusively through the WisconsinVegetableGardener.com. Just click on the body, mind, and soil icon. Authentic Haven brand soil conditioner for the home gardener. Easy to brew, 100% organic. Visit ManureTea.com. Welcome to the Wisconsin Vegetable Gardener. I'm Joy Baird. We're going to start planting or getting started our onion seeds indoors as well as our leeks. Now, leeks are very easy to plant. Onions, there's some things you need to know about. They're a very unique vegetable or root crop that you're going to grow. They fall into three categories, and we've got a map here to help illustrate that. They come in short day, intermediate day or neutral day, and long day onions. Now, as you get closer to the poles of the earth, your summer time of sunlight becomes longer. And onions naturally know this. So if you're in the northern portions of the United States, as indicated with the long day, you'll get 14 to 16 hours of sunlight. Neutral or intermediate, you're going to get about 8 to 10 to 12 hours, and below that you're going to get a little shorter time frame. Now, typically on onion packages, when you buy them at the store, the seeds, sometimes they indicate if they're long day, short day, or neutral, and other times they don't. So you kind of need to know this knowledge before going and purchasing onion sets, onion bulbs, or onion seeds. Now, can you plant a long day variety if you're in the south? Yes, you can. But the disadvantage to that is that it won't bulb. And the same relates to if you try to plant a short day variety in the northern climates. You're going to get good top growth, good greens, but you're not going to get any bulb growth. Now, the neutral day is the middle of the country, and if you're in the central portion of the neutral or intermediate day, you will want to plant a neutral or intermediate variety. Now, if you're closer to the lines, now you can go to any search engine and type in long day, short day, or neutral day maps, and you can pull all this information up. If you're right on the border, you can kind of get away with possibly planting both, but you want to plant more towards the closer area. If you're in the northern climate here and you're close to that long day line, you'd want to plant long day variety onions. So this is a problem that many gardeners face because they think they're just going to grab the first set of onions or seeds or bulbs and plant them in their garden, and then they come out and they don't have any bulb growth at all. They just have top growth. So this is a problem that is an issue with a lot of gardeners. Now, the couple of things you want to know, if you don't want to start seeds indoors because you have a lack of space or you feel it's tedious and you want to utilize that space for peppers, tomatoes, cucumbers, whatever that case may be, that's fine. Now, you can go and get bulb sets, which they look like little onion bulbs. There's a disadvantage to this particular type of onion bulb set. These onions were grown, and then they were harvested, put in a bag, and sent to your local home and garden center. Then you get them and you plant them in the ground. Onions are biannual. This term indicates that the second year of growth is when they put on their seed pods. With a pepper or tomato or zucchini, as the vegetable grows, the seeds are encased into the edible portions. With onions, you don't have seeds in the bulb, so if you let them die back last year and you allow them to regrow this year, they're going to grow and put a very large globe on the top with thousands of seeds on them. The bulb is actually going to decrease in size, and it's going to work all its energy on reproduction. Now, as I indicated, you buy these and you plant these. So by planting them, many times you will get seed pods on the very bulb seed set that you, or the bulb here set that you get from your local home and garden center. Because it's thinking it's in the second year, because it's grown, it's been harvested, it's been replanted. So internally it believes that it's ready to put on seed pods. So if you have purchased bulb sets from your local home and garden center and you had this happen, this is the reason why. If you don't want to start seeds, you can get what are called onion starts or onion sets. That's the little bundle of 50 of green stalk-looking onion-like items. And you can get 50 of them for a very inexpensive price, and you can plant them. Again, when you purchase these at your local big box store, your independent centers are a little less likely to have this happen, but big box stores, they will have long day and short day varieties right next to one another. Many gardeners might think, oh, short day, that means they will grow, it'll take a quicker time for them to grow, and that's just not the case. So if you're going to buy a start or a set, get the green onion sets, the little plants. Those are much more likely to produce very good bulbs for you, unlike the onion bulb sets that you purchase in the net, because these can go to seed. So what can you plant, or how can you start your onion seeds? Well, there's 1,000 different ways you can go about doing this. You can do them in the 6-packs here and put a couple of seeds in each one of them. You can actually do the expandable peat pots and put one seed in it. We've done it many times in the solo plastic cup. Works very well. You can also do it in a little square 4 or 3-inch container. Well, this year we're going to do something totally different, and we're going to do it in the 10 by 20 seed trays. Now, these are not new seed trays. Each time we start a new type of seed or use a container, we clean it out with antibacterial soap to make sure we've sterilized it. And the key and the reason for that is, even though you may have perfect soil and perfect growing conditions and everything's wonderful, bacteria can still linger in trays and growing containers from year to year. So we make sure we clean them out. Now, these were trays that we had found several years ago. Got a lot of holes in this one. Well, this is going to be the bottom one because, as you know, if you're a gardener for very long, these begin to get very weak. So as that happens, we double them up to add more strength to them. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to fill these with certified professional potting soil from Sue's, and we're just going to plant our seeds in it. Now, we're going to be planting long day variety onions because we're in the northern portions of the United States. So we're going to plant and cover these very heavily. And we're also going to plant leeks in the other tray with the seeds from Dollar Seed, as well as seeds that we have saved because we allowed our leeks to go to seed last year from previous year of growth. So I'm going to get these filled in, and then we'll get planting our onion seeds in our 10 by 20 flat tray. Okay, so we've got the Sue Professional Potting Mix in our trays here. Now you want to overseed or seed heavily with onions because onions are known to not have a very high germination rate. And I don't mean like 10%, like 75–80% germination rate, unlike some other seeds that can have a very higher, mid-90% germination rate. So we're not going to differentiate the types of long day onions we're going to plant because they're all going to go in the same onion bed. So we're just going to seed heavy, and then in 6 to 16 days, based on the type of seed and the moisture and the conditions, you'll start to see them emerge, but we'll talk about that momentarily. So we're just going to seed heavy with these. All right, so when you're doing this, you kind of want to fill in, make sure you fill it in a lot of spaces, and you don't want to overseed in certain areas because you want everything to have enough of an area to grow. Now I filled this up about 90%. I left about an inch all the way around this particular flat. And I'm just sprinkling, trying to fill in any spots that I see because each one of these seeds from packages from Dollar Seed has 110 seeds in it. So we're putting 3 packages of seeds. So there'll be 330 seeds we have planted in the 10 by 20 flat. That may seem like excessive amount, but keep in mind not all of them are going to germinate. Now last year we planted them in the 9-ounce plastic cups, which we thought was a good idea, and it is a good idea to do that. The problem and the mistake that we made was we tried to put too many seeds in each container or each cup. We were putting 25 onions, 10 to 25 onion seeds in each container, which we was trying to maximize the space that we had. The problem we ran into was we let the containers go dry, we didn't keep enough moisture to the seeds, and we didn't allow the seeds to bulk up or the onions to bulk up. So with this being this setup here, you want to keep your soil moist, and in about, it'll take 6 to 16 days for these to germinate. Over time, we're looking at 8 to 10 weeks, these will start putting top growth on. Once they get some top growth, you can cut them back about halfway, use those greens or those chives in your cooking, and then you can continue to allow these seeds to bulk up until 4 to 6 weeks before your last frost date, assuming the soil can be worked and it's not going to come on an extremely hard Arctic freeze. And you can go ahead and plant them outside. So now I've got all of them broadcast across the top. I'm going to take some more potting soil here, and I'm just going to cover the seeds gently. Now the nice thing about this Sioux Professional Potting Mix, it has certified leaf compost in it, it has a little peat moss in it, and it has some time-release fertilizer in it that's an organic time-release fertilizer. So this will help these seeds germinate and grow over the 8 to 16 week period that we'll have them in this container. All right, so we want to press this down. I want to make sure that we got good coverage on all these seeds. And even though the soil is moist coming out of here, this potting mix is moist here, we still want to take and moisten the top with our mister sprayer here. And then we can put them under our lights. Now you don't necessarily have to put them under the grow lights right away, but you do want to get light to them whenever the seeds begin to emerge. You can put a dome over top of it like we are here. You can also just put saran wrap over top of it, or even a plastic bag to keep moisture in there until they begin to emerge. So we're going to set them behind underneath our grow lights. And then as they emerge, we'll make necessary arrangements to rotate them depending on your setup, and we will plant the leeks the exact same way. So understanding onions, if you haven't had a good onion crop in a while, it might be because you're purchasing or planting the wrong type of onion, whether it be long day, intermediate, or short day onion. Now with the leeks, you can purchase leek starts much like you can the onion starts or onion plants at your local home and garden center. And that's fine. We choose to plant leeks from seed. One, because we save money by doing it in bulk, and two, we've had phenomenal leek crops over the years. Now leeks, unlike onions, there's no intermediate or short day or long day. Leeks are universal across the board no matter where you live in the world. Now we always enjoy planting American flag leeks. It's a very good old variety heirloom leek, and we're going to plant it the same way we did the onions. We're going to broadcast it across the seed tray, and in addition we're going to take some of the seeds that we saved and intermingle with the seeds that we've gotten from Dollar Seed. Now one thing you want to keep in mind is if you do save your onion seeds from year to year, there is a very short shelf life for onions. Other varieties of plants will have longer germination or longer shelf life and better germination rate. Unlike onions, you're looking at maybe one year for sure, 2 tops on saving them. So planting the leeks, planting the onions, you can do both. You can do one or the other, or if you feel like you want to purchase starts at your local home and garden center, that is also good as well. Whichever is going to get you out in the garden and planting more of what you enjoy eating. Thanks for watching. Join us next time for more organic gardening, seed starting tips, and preserving food. I'm Joy Barrett, and this has been the Wisconsin Vegetable Gardener.
For more information, please visit thewisconsinvegetablegardener.com.